My name is Richard, and I'm 81 years old. 3 years ago, my son died. His name was Michael. He was 50 years old, heart attack, gone in minutes. And I need to tell you something that's been eating at me every single day since. I never told him I was proud of him. Not once in 50 years. Not when he graduated college, not when he got married, not when he became a father. Never. And he died thinking I disapproved of everything he did. I'm making this video because I can't fix my mistake. But maybe if you're watching this, you won't make the same mistake I did. Maybe you'll say it while you still can. Let me tell you about Michael. He was born in 1973. I was 29 years old, working as an accountant, trying to build a career, trying to provide for my family. My father had been hard on me growing up. Never satisfied, always pointing out what I did wrong, never what I did right. I told myself I wouldn't be like that with my son, but I was exactly like that. Exactly. Michael was a good kid, curious, creative, always drawing or building things. When he was 7, he built a castle out of cardboard boxes. He spent 2 weeks on it. He was so proud. He brought me to his room to show me, and you know what I said? I said, "That's nice, but did you finish your homework?" That's what I said. He was 7 years old, showing me something he'd worked so hard on, and I couldn't just say, "That's amazing, Michael, I'm proud of you." I couldn't say it. In middle school, he joined the art club, started painting. He was good, really good. His teachers told us he had talent. They suggested he apply to a special summer program for young artists, but I told him practical. I told him he needed to focus on math and science, things that would lead to a real career. He stopped painting after that, just stopped. I thought I was helping him. I thought I was being a good father by steering him towards something stable. When he was 16, he wanted to get a part-time job at a bookstore. He loved reading, loved books. But I told him if he was going to work, he should work somewhere that would look good on a college application. So he got an internship at an accounting firm instead. Hated every minute of it, but he did it because that's what I wanted. He got into a good college, studied business like I suggested, graduated with honors. I went to his graduation, sat in the audience, watched him walk across that stage, and afterward, when he came up to me, smiling, waiting for me to say something. You know what I said? I said, "Good. Now the real work begins." That's it. That's all I said. I saw a smile fade. I saw the disappointment in his eyes. But I told myself I was preparing him for reality, teaching him that life isn't about celebrations. It's about the next goal, the next achievement. After college, he got a job at a marketing firm. He was good at it, moved up quickly, but I could tell he wasn't happy. He'd come over for dinner and we'd ask about work. He'd say, "It's fine," in a flat voice that told me it wasn't fine at all. But I never asked deeper questions. I never said, "Are you happy? Is this what you want?" Because a good job was a good job. Happiness was a luxury. When he was 28, he met Sarah. She was an artist, a painter. They met at a gallery. He brought her home to meet us, and I could tell he was nervous about what I'd think. And honestly, I was concerned. I thought, how is she going to support herself? Is my son going to have to carry the financial burden? I didn't say that out loud. But Michael knew. He always knew what I was thinking. They got married in 2003. I walked him to the altar, shook Sarah's hand, told him congratulations. But I never told Michael I could see how happy she made him. I never told him that either. I never told him the way he looked at her reminded me how I used to look at his mother. I never told him I was happy for him. I just couldn't get the words out. They had 2 kids, Emma in 2005, Jack in 2008. Michael was a good father, so much better than I was. He played with them, listened to them, encouraged them. I'd watch him with those kids and think, he's doing it right. He's doing what I should have done. But I never told him that either. Around 2012, Michael started his own business, left the marketing firm to help local businesses with branding. It was risky. I told him it was risky. I told him maybe he should wait a few years, build up more savings, all the reasons it might fail. But I never said, "I believe in you. I know you can do this." The business struggled at first. For 2 years, barely any money. Sarah was working part-time teaching art classes to help make ends meet. They were stressed, tired, barely getting by. Every time I saw Michael, I'd think, I should tell him I'm proud of him for trying, for taking a risk. But instead, I'd ask, "How's the business? Are you making any money yet?" Like that was all that mattered. Then in 2015, things started turning around. He landed a big client, then another. By 2017, his business was doing really well. He was making more than he ever made at the marketing firm. Bought a house, kids were happy, Sarah painted again. He'd done it. He'd taken a risk and succeeded. I remember the day he showed me the new house. We walked through it. He was so excited, pointing out every room, talking about his plans. At the end, he looked at me and said, "What do you think, Dad?" And I said, "It's a good investment. Property values are strong." That's what I said. Not, "I'm proud of you." Not, "You built something from nothing." Just, "It's a good investment." In 2019, Michael's business won an award. There was a ceremony. He gave a speech, thanked Sarah, his kids, employees. Then he looked at me and said something. "And thank you to my dad, who always pushed me to do better. Always pushed me to do better." That's what he said. Not, "Thank you for believing in me." Not, "Thank you for supporting me." He thanked me for pushing him. I sat there and felt something was wrong. Couldn't figure it out. Later I realized he was thanking me for one thing. The only thing I'd ever given him. Pressure, expectations, criticism. That's what I gave my son for 46 years. The last time I saw Michael was January 2020. He came for dinner with Sarah and the kids. Sunday, pot roast his favorite. We sat around the table. Kids talked about school. Sarah talked about an art show. Michael was quiet, just listening, smiling. I looked at him and thought, he's happy. He built a good life. He's a good man. And I almost said it. I almost said, Michael, I'm proud of you. The words were right there. But then Emma said something. A moment passed. I told myself I'd say it next time. I'd say it next time. 2 weeks later, Michael had a heart attack at his office. He was alone. By the time someone found him, it was too late. He was 50 years old, just like that. No next time. At the funeral, Sarah gave me a box. She said Michael had kept it in his office. She thought I should have it. I took it home and opened it. Inside were letters. Dozens of letters Michael had written but never sent. Some were from college, some from starting his business, some just months before he died. They all said the same thing. I wish my dad was proud of me. I wish I knew I was enough. I wish he could see me, not just what I'm not. One letter from when he was 25 said, I don't think I'll ever be what my father wants me to be. I'm tired of trying. Another from age 32 said, I have a good life, wife I love, job I'm good at, but I can't enjoy it. Why? Because I was always wondering what my father thought I should be doing instead. The last letter, December 21, weeks before he died. I'm 49 and still waiting for my father to tell me he's proud of me. I don't think it's going to happen, but it hurts. It still hurts. I sat in my house holding those letters and cried for 3 hours straight. I was proud of him, proud every single day. I just never told him. And now he's gone. I can never tell him. And that's the reality I live with every day. Here's what I want you to understand. The words you don't say matter as much as the words you do, maybe more. The words you don't say create a void. People fill it with assumptions, and those assumptions are usually wrong. Michael assumed I wasn't proud because I never said it. Assumed I disapproved because I only pointed out risks. He assumed he wasn't enough for me because I never told him he was. He carried that his entire life. He died with it. I thought I was being a good father by pushing him, setting high standards, not letting him get complacent. I was wrong. I thought I was being. Praise wouldn't make him soft. My job was to prepare him for a hard world, but I was so wrong. Children, even grown children, need to hear that their parents are proud of them. Out loud, you have to say it. It's not enough to feel it quietly, not enough to assume they know. You have to say it every time you can. If I could go back, I'd say it. When he was 7, 16, at running his business. Every single time I saw him, I'd say, Michael, I'm proud of you. You're a good man. You're doing great. But I can't go back. I can't say it now. He's gone. All I have are these letters proving I failed him in the way that mattered most. So I'm saying this to you. If you have a son, daughter, anyone you're proud of, tell them. Say the words out loud. Say, I'm proud of you. Say, you're doing great. Say, I believe in you. Say, I see you. Say the words Michael needed to hear from me. Say the words I can never say now. I'm 81. I have grandchildren who are wonderful. I have a wife who stood by me. I have a life. But every day I think about Michael. I think about all the moments I had to tell him how I felt. I think about how I wasted every single one of those moments. Because you might not get another chance. You might think you have time, but you don't. None of us do. Michael died thinking I wasn't proud of him. That's something I have to live with for the rest of my life. Every day it haunts me. But you still have time. You can still say it. So please say it. Say it today. Say it right now. Those 3 simple words matter more than you can possibly understand. And once someone's gone, you can't ever say them again. If this story meant something to you, share it. Maybe it'll reach someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment. Tell me who you need to tell you're proud of. Write their name, make it real, and then go tell them. Don't wait. Please don't wait. Subscribe if you want to hear more from someone who learned everything too late. And thank you for listening. Michael would have appreciated that someone heard his story.